30 days on magnesium, and let's see if it actually improves my sleep. So, a bit of a background. I was recently diagnosed with ADHD. So, and if you've been on your ADHD, you will know that they usually prescribe you some medication, and they prescribed me Elvans. Now, one of the side effects of Elvans is that it's so difficult to get to sleep afterwards. So I'd have days where I'd take my first tablet at like maybe 5 a.m. and I wouldn't be able to get to sleep until midnight, 1 a.m. and I'd be wide awake. No interest in food or anything like that, but it was just a pain in the ass. So I did some research and it said, oh, magnesium might actually help your sleep. I was like, okay, let's give it a try. Let's see why not. So yeah, here's, as you can see, got my magnesium here, and I decided to take it for 30 days, see if I could see any differences. So of course, prior to it, I took a baseline, seeing how recorded my sleep, through the phone, seeing my eating habits. Yeah, just did like an average just to see how I was like the previous week. So when I first started, took one, and the whole day I had a headache. I had the worst headache possible. I was like, oh my God. But this is the thing, I was finally able to sleep, which is an amazing feeling. I just like, finally. Of course, I took it on the weekend because usually on the weekend I don't take Elvans, and I felt so good. And then the next day, I slept not as much, but still a lot. But I was so happy. I was like, imagine I haven't been sleeping in ages. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep this up. And I understood that when I'm on the Elvans, I might not sleep so well, but it was great. And I did notice that I did start to feel hungry again. So when I'm taking magnesium, my hunger cravings go up, which is a good thing and a bad thing. If you're going to the gym, not so good because you're gonna want to eat everything in sight. For me, my cravings were salty crisps or meat, just meat. I just wanted meat, and it was great. So yeah, I had to be careful because of the crisps. Yeah, that would have been too bad. At least it wasn't sweets or cakes. But yeah, I was really hungry, and I kept it up. And then something strange also happened. I realized after the second day that I stopped smoking. And at that time, I was smoking maybe 9 a day, 8, 9 a day, one in the morning, one when you wake up, one before you start work, one in your tea break, one at lunch, one at the end of lunch, that sort of order. And I had no craving for smoking. And I was like, this is interesting. So I was like, okay, let's keep this, let's see. And I was like, okay. After the first week, still hadn't smoked. After the second week, hadn't smoked. After the third week, I still hadn't smoked. I was like, what's going on? So I was like, okay, let's test this out. Let me see if I really have given it up. So I, had a cigarette, lit it up, took one pull, and I was sick to my stomach. I was like, what is this? What disgusting, toxic item have I been putting in my body all this time? And I haven't smoked since. Now, maybe I was the lucky one where, I had a magnesium deficiency and it just counteracted whatever in my body. Who knows? But I can tell you this for sure. I haven't smoked and I have no interest in smoking. And even when I tried smoking, it still didn't interest me. So, would I recommend magnesium if you're on ADHD medication? It didn't really do anything great when I was on the medication. However, if you have off days, yeah, definitely. I 100%. And I also noticed that I am a lot calmer, relative. You know, you have to put disclaimers. I've still got my, yeah, my agitations, but compared to what I was on Elvance and prior to my diagnosis, yeah, I am calmer. So yeah, definitely go for it. If you are thinking about doing this, yeah, let me know. Maybe we can share some tips. I can let you know about the other things I've tried out on my journey with ADHD. Um, yeah, it's been interesting, especially as I was diagnosed a lot later in life. So yeah, it's great to speak to you.